Just when you thought that it couldn't get any worse at the end of 2020, along comes 2021 and says, hold my lockdown, guys. Absolute shit show this year in all areas. Politics, my goodness, I don't even want to go there. That's just hilarious. That's fucking hilarious, the politics at the minute. But yeah, you deserve what you voted for. That's all I'm saying on that. You fucking deserve it. You really do. Movies, absolute garbage movie. They can't write scripts anymore. They can't. And AAA games. AAA, all the big industry. AAA games and movies. And do you know why? Do you want to know why they're absolute fucking garbage this year? It's because these big companies in Hollywood, they've invited all these fucking idiots to write the scripts, develop the character. Well, sorry, there is no character development anymore. Scratch that. Create the games, create the stories. And do you know what these people are? Absolutely fucking clueless. They're only qualified at one thing, knowing how to type the right thing on Twitter. And so they've brought that into the games and the movies, and that's why it's an absolute shitfest in the movie and in the gaming industry. So let's have a look at it in the gaming industry. This is mainly AAA games, but there's some indies in here. But my goodness, nearly every game is a fucking AAA game because that's how bad they've been this year. Garbage, guys. Absolute garbage. And these are only games that's been on my channel. These aren't games that's just, games that were released. If I didn't cover it on the channel, then it's not in here. So there could be worse than this. Anyway, first one, The Medium. Now, this is very positive on Steam. Me, I'm not even going there. It ran like shit. It looked good with the spirit world view and all that. Awful, awful puzzles and very, very hand-holdy. Here's a clip. Press W to walk forward. You don't have to do anything else at all.
What?
You will not fall off. You do not need to hold your breath. Yeah, you do nothing really. Just walk across the beam. I know it looks like you're going to fall in, but no. Is that the same for every beam you walk? Yeah, every beam you walk across. Every beam you walk across. Every tricky situation. Oh dear, guys, I'm gonna. Oh, sorry, I'm doing a review. Sorry, guys. Guys, it's a boring, hand-holdy, unoptimized, jerky, cutscene-riddled, unimaginative pile of fucking camel dung, guys, in my opinion. And this got 9s and 10s and 5s out of 5s and 92%. It's the best horror game I've ever played. What the f*** have you been f***ing playing then? Next up we have Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Awful spammy combat, terrible stealth. And the graphics weren't even that good anyway, but the stealth was just... here's a little clip of to refresh your memory of Werewolf. You'll always come out with a barrier in front of you, and there'll be a guy there that you can just pull over the barrier, move on to the next one. And it's comically bad. It's absolutely garbage, guys. And if you're spotted, you simply just walk back into the doorway and they can't see. They're blind if you're standing in a doorway. It's all... And you know, there's a load of bugs in this game as well. The next one we have is Nemesis Race Against the Pandemic. Here's a clip. I don't even need to say a thing. You spawn in, guys, as this fucking prick, and you run down a bank and you see some bad guys. You know that they've seen you because you can see the tracer fire coming. You can see the tracer fire coming, the tracer fire, and then you shoot them back, but your gun's all over the fucking place. You can't see the fucking sights of it. You can't see the sights. Where's the fucking sights? You can't see the fucking sights because the fucking grass is the same colour as the fucking sights. So what do? You just shoot blindly at the cunts, and then you kill a few, but you realise the ones behind barricades aren't dying. And you know why? Because the fucking clipping's awful. You go behind a tree, try and shoot at them from behind a tree, but you can't because the fucking clipping's awful. You run in a building, and what do you find in the building? A whole load of fucking rocks in the a whole cliff in the fucking building, guys. So you run in another building, guys, and what do you find in there? You find a fucking nothing, empty, nothing, just a building with nothing in the fucker. So you come out the building, you kill a few more guys, and you see some more guys, and you shoot the more guys, and you run out of bullets, and then you switch to the other gun, and then you run out of bullets, and then you run out of bullets, and then I just fucking wanted to alternate for the cunt. So there's my review of Nemesis Race Against the Pandemic. It's not really a review, this. It's more of a first impressions. 11 minutes of them. that I'll never get back. What a pile of shite!
Schnell, schnell! Das Schweinhuten!
The next one, guys, oh my goodness. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Eesh. Eesh. Guys, my fucking oath. I want to vomit on my keyboard just thinking about this fucking game. The AI. Did it even have AI? That's the question. The AI may as well not even be there. In fact, half the time it isn't there. It just stands there like fucking turkeys, letting you shoot the shit out of them. And if they do ever come near you, which is a rarity, mind, it's just, what the fuck? Simply take 6 steps back and they'll say, he's gone. There's nothing to see here. Move away, people. Nothing to see. Even though he's shooting arrows into my back, the area is clear. Oh no, he's back. Rah, rah, let us charge towards him. He's took 6 paces back, which means he's gone. Retreat whilst getting shot in the back. Guys, New World, guys, from Amazon Games. My goodness, this game. Do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing about this game was? The absolute shitfest of moderation. The amount of people that were getting banned for doing nothing. I mean, you pay a lot of money for these games, and you play it, and you can't even have a bit of crack on with your mates. No, that's bannable. And do you know what the worst thing about it? People could just get you banned by ganging up on you and just reporting you, and you just get banned, even if you've done nothing fucking wrong. Absolute awful. Now, if you couple that together with the boring gameplay, the lack of abilities, yeah, I think that's 6, you know. It was just crap. Here's a clip. So my whole experience in this game has been very, very negative. From the constant queuing, which I'll come to in another video, to the disconnects, the bugs in the game, the bad moderators, the toxic community, the boring combat, the absolutely shit show of a map that's just not big enough, the no mounts. Guys, everything that I've just said. Far Cry 6, guys. Oh, God. Far Cry 6. The best thing about it is that it's co-op, you know. It had garbage AI, really easy, 2 difficulty settings, and my goodness, the top difficulty setting was crap. So easy. It was a joke how easy it is. Woke garbage, guys, again. The music made me want to vomit on a kitten. It was awful, the music. Fucking trash. And it was buggy as. Here's a clip of that. The people who are running the revolution. That's when I immediately got disconnected. Obviously, literally disconnected as well with all the bugs. But that's when my brain said, I'm sorry, I can't believe a fucking word of this bullshit. And that's the big problem with this game, you see, guys, because this is a revolution. This is a revolution against a fascist dictator who's brutally enslaved a country. And it's a bloody, bloody battle to retake the country. It really is. And so you would have, in that situation, battle-hardened ex-vets and ex-special forces, probably, people to lead the guerrilla warfare against such a fascist, brutal dictator. And you get this group of people, guys. I wouldn't follow these fuckers into a shop, let alone a fucking battle. COD Vanguard, guys. Now, this is just the campaign. Awful AI. I mean, he even had superpowers in it. He had superpowers, what? And, oh, God, get out of town. What are you doing? What are you doing? It was really short, and again, the wokeness had crept in and changed history to box tick a few fucking check marks for them. Absolute garbage. And then it gets really awful. You end up in this jungle, which looks fantastic. Graphics again, woo, shiny, really, really well. But then you discover that he has a secret power as well. This guy not only is the Terminator, but he's also Neo from Matrix. Oh, yeah. You see, you press his superpower, guys, and he gets X-ray vision. X-ray vision. X. I said that's not fun. Bam. You need X-rays. Bam. I warn you with the X-ray vision. X-ray vision. X. And guys, the last one, the last nomination is Battlefield 2042. Hey, I tell you what, right? Maybe it was a blessing that I broke my arm before I'd finished playing that game. Because, my goodness, guys, it was awful. The maps were awful. The new mode, I'm talking about mainly here, the new mode with tornadoes, hurricanes and all of that, and stupid hovercrafts flying all over like pricks. It was so bad, so boring, so just... It was just a mess, an absolute buggy mess. Let's add the word buggy to that. It was a buggy mess. Even the portal mode, which brought in the great maps from Battlefield 1942, even that wasn't good. They haven't implemented it well. It didn't feel like a Battlefield game at all. The class system was ruined. No classes now. You can be what you want to be, so you can make the nice meta build that's strong now. So you're not getting your ammo, you're not getting your heals, because everybody wants to be that guy with the fucking wingsuit who's running around with that gun. There was horrible spawning. Spawn on my face, please, while we flank people. It was just crap. Absolute crap. So there you go, guys. They're the main nominees. There was some other bad games. Claire de Lune was pretty awful. Anyway, let's not go into all the others. Let's run down quickly down the list, and let's get it down to 3. It's not going to be the Medium. It's not going to be Werewolf. It's not going to be Nemesis Race Against the Pandemic. That was tragically awful, but at the end of the day, yeah, that was just a cheap. I only reviewed that because I'd requested a key because it looked good from a screenshot. I didn't do my research properly on that. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, definitely a contender. New World, nah, it wasn't quite bad enough. Far Cry 6. Do you know what? That's going in because of the absolute woke garbage that ruined the story. One more, COD Vanguard or Battlefield. Both terrible games. But I'm going to throw COD Vanguard in instead of Battlefield, even though Battlefield should be there as well. So they're the 3 games. Which is the worst of them 3? Well, Far Cry 6 had co-op, which made it alright at times. There was a couple of good missions that were decent. Piss easy game, but we'll get rid of that. So we're down to COD Vanguard or Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Dungeons and Dragons. It's got to be. That game was released as a finished product with the worst AI I think I've ever seen in a game. Absolute trash. And it had this like immersive world that at first glance you thought, wow, this is good, Dungeons and Dragons-y kind of greatness, and then there'd be just red cloth all over the place for where you could jump, where you could climb, anything red you could shoot that would explode. It was just hand-holdy bullshittery. It had locked animations, an awful FOV. The red cloths everywhere just ruined it all. You couldn't rebind your keys in it. It just ticked all the boxes for a really freaking awful game, guys. So there you go, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. But it could have gone to any of them, really. It's just been a tragic year for AAA gaming. It really, really has. And I really can't really get over how bad 2020. I've never seen anything like this year for AAA gaming. It's just been a travesty. Really has. 2022's almost upon us, guys. My goodness, I'm shitting myself. What horrors lie ahead for us gamers, guys. Whatever they are, I'll be there with my bell and my horns. You go in a room and there's a locked door thing with a combination lock on. And there's a note, look out of the window. So you look out the window and you see the combination.